video today because, well, it'll be an interesting week. Not the way I wanted it to be. Yes, I have the white dress on and the new bra. Still not liking the way this sits. Doesn't give me enough cleavage. Anyway. Today. Yes, the girls are here. Hello, girls. Hello. Hello, Leo. Hello, Jen. How y'all doing? Stay. Alright. I do not like the way I'm shooting this. Because I have no idea what you're saying because I pushed the wrong button and shooting this from the wrong angle. Basically. Now, the new Mask movie is being planned. I mean, they're thinking about it. And people are up in arms because they may have a female Mask. Guess what? They've done that before. Stan Lee wasn't the main Mask. How expensive, big deal. The Mask, I guess it was originally from Dark Horse. I seem to remember it being somewhere else, but I can't find that written anywhere. Apparently it was created by John Ackrid and Doug Mack. I mean, it may have been by the publisher itself, is what I'm reading, trying to understand that. Because I do remember Mayhem #1, and I've seen a copy of it, and it was at the time sold for a bunch of money, of course, and now it's probably pocket change. Because, you know, the Mask is really a big star right now. Might be if this movie does well. But if Stan Lee was in Mayhem #1, which I doubt, and I know that the Badger creator wrote and drew the character for a while before they took it back from him because he was getting way too political. Yeah. Basically, back then they realized being a political asshole was not the way to go with comics. They realized that even if someone agrees with you, they may agree less or they agree way more with the way you're going politically. So it was smarter, I know this is shocking, to not beat a dead horse. Irony saying that about Dark Horse. Dark Horse, dead horse. Anyway, billions of different people had the Mask. Sometimes they were women, sometimes they were men. And yes, there were several Mask titles, and it was put into different issues, like they teamed him up with other people to see how it could go. One time the Joker had the Mask, so spare me on it has to stay as the original person, because there was no original person. I don't know if Stanley Ipkiss was the first Mask user, or if he was just one of the Mask users, and it was a violent, fucked up comic. It was mature rated to the extreme. But basically, it had Loki. That was there. He created it. That does stay from the reference in the movie. Sometimes it's Loki trapped in the Mask by, I guess, Thor or Odin. I don't remember. I haven't read this thing in like forever. But the Mask changes its character based upon the person inside. You see, whatever you enjoy most, it brings forth. The Mask, though, is the character. Henceforth, why the dog wore it, it did whatever the dog wanted. When the asshole villain wore it, it became as evil and fucked up as it was. Because it's amplifying the person inside, but the Mask is the character. The only person that really needs to be in the sequel is Ben Stein, because he's been in all the others, so fuck it, give him a paycheck. Oops. The thing is, though, the Mask would be whoever. If you're like a big Wonder Woman fan, you would have all sorts of Wonder Woman stuff. If you're a rock fan, you would have all sorts of rock and roll stuff. So Ipkiss and whoever the Son of the Mask character was, no one cares because it was, what's his face? I don't remember. Jamie something. Jamie King. Nobody cares about Jamie King. Or Jamie King or Jimmy King. Whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know. The asshole who was in the Son of the Mask. I'm sorry. I hear he's good when he's dramatic, but every comedy he's been in has been so fucking boring. Yeah. Basically, the guy playing Loki, Alan Cummings, is the one who made Son of the Mask even remotely watchable. It sucked. Because he sucks. I don't know, he got all hurt when people were giving him shit and he made that thing about it. Oh, it hurts people telling me. I'm sorry, you're bad. You're not a good comedian. He may be a good actor, maybe a fine, excellent actor, but he's never been funny. Ever. Malibu's Most Wanted was a boring ass movie. Sorry. Not sorry. Anyway. But yeah, it brings out whoever personality is in there. It is the person that is who amplifies and makes the mask work. But basically the mask is the main character. You have to have so-and-so to do it, and they have to make it work. But it's always going to be about the mask. So it's called The Mask, not asshole who wears the mask. It's not Thor's hammer. It amplifies the person inside, and it's had many users. It's like the Dial H for Hero little ring thing. Whoever has it gets different powers, but it doesn't matter who has it. It's not Iron Man or Superman or Batman or any of those things. So when people are saying that it has to remain a man because that's who we knew, it has to be Stanley. No, really, no, it doesn't. I don't even know if Stanley was a character in Mayhem #1 because I never read it. Because when I saw it on the shelf, it was like expensive as fuck. And apparently it had come out not that long ago. But Big Head he was called then, I think. I can make so many jokes with that. And later The Mask and whatnot. But yeah. The movie happened because Jim Carrey needed a follow-up. But it doesn't have to be Jim Carrey wearing the mask. Just somebody funny. Jamie King is not funny. I'm sorry. I don't know what y'all thought. The reason that movie was retooled is because he wasn't fucking funny. The dog was fine, even though it's basically Milo with a different person. Yeah, I know. They made the new dog Otis. Ha ha ha. Or was it the new dog Milo? I don't remember. Anyway, and that bit with the dog with the mask was funny. And then they had the kid to going back and forth and get small kids. But didn't. Alan Cummings did good with what he had. Bob Hoskins did good with what he had. But the comedy works with someone who can push it. If you can find a female comedian who can make this work, then go for it. Nobody from the Ghostbusters movies. I know people are picking Blondie, but I didn't laugh at all with her. And all she did was dick jokes. I'm sorry. Like, it basically she did the Kevin Smith routine. To go, oh, Hofstadter was great. No, really she wasn't. She was just kinda I laughed twice in that movie. I'm no longer gonna say those people because they turned out to be shitheads who nobody shut the fuck up, but no, it's just kinda funny, not really. I mean, I can think of a few comedians who could probably be the female mask. But again, they have to wear the full makeup, so it obviously can't be What's-Her-Face, because she couldn't even play Mystique with full makeup. Stupid bitch. Yeah, that worked out well. But if you can find a woman who is funny, hilarious, and pull it off, then yeah. Yeah, I have a few ideas. It could work. The mask doesn't have to be male. It doesn't have to be white. You have to have a different person. Just don't say this is Stanley Ipkiss or... What the hell is the female qualification of Stanley? Stacy Ipkiss? No, don't do that. Stop.